This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium short take. This Infinium short take is entitled Some Truths. Now, my MGTOW brothers, the other day I was watching some content produced by Taylor the Fiend in which he had a womaness on there by the name of Clementine Ford who was being confronted by a female interviewer with logic points from Jordan B. Peterson. Ford, who is an ardent womanist and who openly hates men, struggled throughout the interview when she was confronted with truths that Peterson has pointed out and as well truths about men in general. But it is a specific lie that I would like to address in this short take, my brothers. At one point during the interview, Ford said that women solely invented the internet, something which is not true and a blatant lie. Some truths are, number one, the internet as we know it today evolved from ARPANET, the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, which was developed in the 1960s, and as such, it was men and women who contributed to its development. Number two, Jenny Strazar, and I hope I'm not butchering her name, co-wrote the first internet router software for the ARPANET. Number three, William Yeager created the first multi-protocol router device, something which pushed forward computer networking as we know it today, and as well the internet as it is structured today and as we use it today. Number four, the TCP/IP protocol, which drives the internet, was invented by Vint Cerf and Bob Kahn. And it is the TCP/IP protocol which everything that is attached to the internet in terms of like a web camera or your computer or any other device that accesses the internet, it uses this protocol. Number five, the spanning tree protocol was invented by Rodia Perman. Number six, although Hedy Lamarr is widely accredited with coming up with the concept of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, it was Nikola Tesla who predicted not only Wi-Fi, but as well the internet as we know and use it today. Number seven, Vic Hayes is known as the father of Wi-Fi because he established the standards by which Wi-Fi is feasible and how we use it today. So you may have heard of wireless in, wireless AC. Those standards came from Vic Hayes. Number eight, the web browser, as we know it today, was invented by Tim Berners-Lee. And my brothers, every time you use Firefox or Chrome or Safari or any other browser that is out there, that was made possible by Tim Berners-Lee. And the foundational part of the browser, anything that we do, such as getting on Amazon and purchasing something, such as just looking up something on Google or whatever you do, that came as a result of Tim Berners-Lee's work. Number nine, voice over IP or VoIP was invented by Marion Crowe. Number 10, the Ethernet cable, the standards by which those cables are developed and made came from Robert Metcalfe. And as such, there are probably millions of miles of Ethernet cable in use throughout the world. Number 11, the cell phone was invented by Martin Cooper, and it was Steve Jobs, Andy Rubin, Rich Miner, Nick Sears, and Chris White who contributed to the evolution of today's smartphone as we use it today. So if you have a Apple phone, Apple iOS phone, or Android phone, That's where that came from, my brothers. My brothers, what I'm getting at is that it was men and women who contributed to the development of the technologies that we use today to access the internet. Everything that is there, it was men and women. It was not solely women. And again, for anybody, any woman to stand up and say that the internet was solely developed by women, that is a blatant lie, and it is an injustice to the people who created these technologies, who foresaw these technologies coming into being, both men and women. And the other thing too, if you brothers remember back in the 90s or so, Vice President Al Gore was running around saying that he created the internet. And when he did that, my brothers, he was roundly condemned. It became a big joke at the time. And so what I'm getting at is the hypocrisy of when a statement is made by a womanist like Ford. Nothing is said to her. Nothing is done. Nothing is done to confront and to put down such a lie. And in fact, during the interview with the woman who was pointing out these facts from Jordan B. Peterson, she did not even put that down. She did, to her credit, confront Ford with the fact that a lot of the feminine hygiene products were created by men, which Ford just dismissed in her, I guess I would say, delusion. But getting back to what I'm talking about, my brothers, it is despicable to me when, again, women take full credit for something they only had a part in the creation of. And I'll even push it further. A lot of the infrastructure for the internet, such as fiber, such as the networking cables, all those things, people had to lay that stuff out. And to my knowledge, my brothers, I have never, in all my years of being involved with IT, involved with all the things I've been doing, I have never seen a woman climbing a cell tower. I have never seen a woman laying fiber optic cable. I have never seen a woman doing laying out networking cable. All these types of things, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. And I'm sure that there are women out there that do climb cell towers. I'm sure that there are women that do lay fiber optic cable. But again, I have never seen it. And so what it says to me, it is a rarity, particularly when it comes to the types of things that involve a type of thing where you're climbing on top of a tower, which is 100 or so feet high or more than that, or you're doing something where you're running a machine that's laying cable, and that machine can actually tear your hands off or something like that. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. And so again, that just adds, in my opinion, to the despicable nature of what Ford did. Again, it is men and women. And I would even go farther to say that it was men that really did the heavy lifting in all of it. Because, like, for instance, the TCP/IP protocol, the voice over IP, which was invented by Marion Crook. Without TCP/IP, that technology would not work. So again, in certain cases, men created the foundational technology and women came along afterwards and created technology which used that technology, the aforementioned technology, to make their technology work. So again, my brothers, when you find that womanists are doing the cancel culture thing on us, trying to put us out of the world, so to speak, remember again, first of all, we men had a hand in every part of this society as we know it today. And again, we must remember that. We must remember that in the face of being told that we are nothing, that we have no use, we have no value. And if we have any value, it is to be a slave. We must remember again that our hands have been in everything in terms of the society as we know it today. It is not the feminist plantation state. It is what we men, what men like Nikola Tesla, all these people, it is what we men have done. And we men, we MGTOW men, must never forget that. Because again, we're told on one side not only that we have no use in society, we're told also that we cannot go our own way in peace and in freedom. And so that's why, again, it is important, my brothers, that we hold the line at all costs. No matter what is said to us, no matter what type of lies come forward, no matter what is done, that we hold the line, that we, again, daily consume red pills, and that we daily embrace the MGTOW philosophy. But my brothers, again, I just want to point out to you, again, the truths about what is going on. And if anything, my brothers, remember those truths and understand those truths, even in the face of an ardent womanist like Ford. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium Short Take. My MGTOW brothers, as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.